3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken at the 3. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They'll run on first down. Donnelly. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 2. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And a huge return as they take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll drop the throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Back to throw here.
I got kicked out.
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Recon, 132 fighter.
And here's Myers throwing on 1st down. That's taken in by Henderson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Going to give this time to the tailback. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on fourth and a yard. They'll try and run for it. He'll have a first down past the 40. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On play action, they'll throw. And the pressure gets to him again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Myers throwing to start the drive. Complete. It's Johnson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
70, Indy, Leo.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick here is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. The end result, 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
38 yards on the scamper there.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll look to throw here, escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. A try here for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Well, he probably should have stayed in the end zone, as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot to speak of there, as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll set up a throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
64, weak. 55. All right, T, under 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Look at me. Go. You're not ready. Kill.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Rock it. Hey, turn it up. Let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back, not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. 52's the mic. Mike 52. Bravo.
They'll try and throw for it here. He may try and run for this. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. Donnelly. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. That good for 22 and a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball is expected to be caught.
X3, 218, chopper.
Now Myers on 1st and 10. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. And growing pains as an NFL QB, they're going to happen. He's played pretty well in this one. They still have the lead, but those moments, interceptions, pick sixes, occasionally going to happen.
Rookie. It happens, right? Just what you mentioned. Played pretty well in this game, and now his teammates will jump in and go, okay, we're having a good game. That's one blip. Let's go ahead and get back on track right here, right now, and we'll be okay.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
It's just me and you. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Shoot.
And to give this time to the tailback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different.
And now look at him go. The 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and they go, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right?
And that's caught inside the 30. And what a big-time play there. 49 yards. Back to throw now on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Every team we ever talk to, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
2nd and 1. Steps away, and this results in 6. Touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score.
But this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
80 weapons. We got this. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. No. Off.
Go.
Second and 5. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They go play action here on first down. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Hey, Sam off.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Rock it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on fourth down? They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff working right. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there. 63 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Myers now throwing on 4th down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Look, squeeze.
Now they try the right side here. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Quick edge. Come. Watch out.
Big rip.
Now a handoff looking right. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And to give this time to the tailback. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, orbit.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. I got you, son.
Get it.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Here we go. 90. More. Come on now. One twist.
Right back to him on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now they try the right side here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here of what could be their final drive. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch twins.
Rock it.
Shit. Alert 3.
Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. And some space here. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here comes the ball. I see you.
A gain of 7.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And on now is the punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's go, D. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hayward.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Right back to him on first down. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. The partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Oklahoma City, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.